gentlemen, what is good? It's your boy Icon, and we're going over night 2 for NXT Takeover Stand and Deliver. So this promises to be a good one. Apparently, there was a pre-show match yesterday that I missed because I wasn't on Peacock yesterday, and I guess the pre-show match came on Peacock. Tony Storm wrestled, and I actually kind of wish I would have watched that because I do like women's wrestling, but I guess I'll check that out on Peacock later. There was a pre-show match on tonight as well. It was a tag match, and nobody cared about that. So let's just jump right into it. Let's go over Stand and Deliver Night 2. WrestleMania week is kicking off, and let's start off with the first match, which is the ladder match. So the first match, no surprise, was the Cruiserweight Championship match for the undisputed Cruiserweight Championship of the world, Santos Escobar versus Jordan Devlin. And, I mean, I thought Jordan Devlin was going to win this shit. He was doing all this talking during the pandemic and everything, and I swear, I thought Jordan Devlin was going to pull out the victory, but due to excessive cheating, because Santos Escobar cheated his ass off. His boys came out, they jumped Jordan Devlin, and because Jordan Devlin is here in the United States and he's not in the UK, he doesn't have any of his brother's there, but he doesn't have anybody to back him up. So, due to extensive cheating, Santos Escobar ended up climbing the ladder. He retrieved both belts, and Santos Escobar is the undisputed Cruiserweight champion of the world. Which honestly, it does make sense for Santos to win the titles because Jordan Devlin, Jordan Devlin's going to go back to the UK now. So he's going to be stuck in the UK, and the Cruiserweight Championship, it wasn't really, benefiting a 2-hour program. The only reason why the belts even ended up in the UK to begin with was because Jordan Devlin had won the title, and then the pandemic hit, and he had to stay in the UK, but he was supposed to defend the belts here in the States, but he couldn't do it. So the belts are back where they belong, on regular NXT, Orlando, United States programming. So it was the right choice, for that to happen, despite all the cheating. So, but congrats to Santos Escobar, and like I said, undisputed Cruiserweight Champion of the world. Next up, Women's Tag Team Championships. We got Chauncey Blackheart and Ember Moon versus the female version of The Way. And, I don't want to say this match was disappointing, but with all the build-up that's happened, I don't know. Part of me feels like Candice LeRae and Indy should have won. I feel like they should have won because of how it was built. But if they were going to lose, maybe it should have been more in a dramatic fashion, because here, they basically had a straight-up tag team match and they lost. There were no shenanigans. There was no villain buffoonery going on. It was just a flat-out victory. Shotzi and Ember Moon, they asserted their dominance. They hit him with 2 off the top rope moves, and there's no conversation now. So these two are the undisputed women's tag team champions. They're considered the best tag team in the best female tag team in NXT, and there's nobody to challenge them at this point. So they're gonna have to come up with some people to challenge them. But hey, kudos to the girls for getting the win. I wanted to see this feud maybe last a little bit longer with The Way, but The Way doesn't really have a leg to stand on now because they lost. So we'll see what happens next week on NXT television. Maybe we'll see who the new tag team challengers are, because we all know they got a whole lot of girls in the back. So good match, and I said good match and nice title defense, right out the gate. Now for this next match for the North American Championship, Bronson Reed, who won the gauntlet match last night. No disrespect to Bronson Reed, but ain't nobody think he was gonna win no North American Championship. Maybe if it was LA Knight, maybe if it was Swerve Scott, if it was Dexter Lumis, this match would have had more of an impact. It would have felt more important, because at least then the champion's title would have felt like it was in trouble. In this, it's there was nothing about Johnny's reign that felt like it was in trouble. We knew Bronson Reed was not going to win the damn title. He put on a good showing. I don't know why they're trying to showcase Bronson Reed, but it took two slingshot DDTs from Johnny to put Bronson Reed down for the win. This is apparently The Way, and Johnny Gargano is still your North American champion. Okay, so I'm not going to lie. When I saw that the NXT Heavyweight Championship match was going to go on before the undisputed Kyle O'Reilly Adam Cole match, I was like, okay, this is trash. I was just like, why is the champion not ending the show? And then I felt like, okay, it's predictable now, because if the championship match is going second to last, then Finn Balor's clearly retaining the championship, because why would they not let the champion go last? Come to find out, they honestly just think that They honestly just think that Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole is a bigger match than the Karrion Kross Finn Balor NXT Championship match. And it was a good match, and I was surprised in the end because they did right by Karrion Kross. You know, he won the championship from Keith Lee, and he also separated his shoulder in that very same match, so he never actually got a chance to be champion. Finn Balor is only NXT Heavyweight Champion because, you know, Karrion Kross had to vacate the title. So they did the honorable thing. They gave Karrion Kross back the title. He, he never lost, and the title he should have had from the beginning, which makes Balor the chaser now, and which means that other people can attack Karrion Kross, because Kross will make a good champion because he's kind of a tweener champion. He can fight faces and he can fight heels. So now at this point, it's like it's come one, come all, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes, because, like I said, like, the boy deserved it, so he got the belt back, and let's see where he takes it from there, now that he is the champion and not the chaser. Yeah, so this match was really brutal. Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole. All about respect, standing and delivering, and yeah, this was pretty gruesome. A lot of chains, a lot of extra props. There was a spot where Riley got thrown on top of two chairs, and I thought he broke his back. They hit each other. Kyle O'Reilly stole Adam Cole's move at one point, and he hit him with the thing, and then he put the chain around his neck, and he was choking him with the chain, and then he had him in the submission. It was a pretty gruesome match, but in the end, Kyle O'Reilly did get the victory, and he's now, and I'm glad he got the victory, because it solidified Kyle O'Reilly as a bona fide star now. So if they wanted to, they could call Adam Cole up to the main roster. They can keep Kyle O'Reilly in NXT if they wanted to, and he can stand alone. One thing I will say, though, I'm honestly surprised that Bobby Fish and Roderick Strong weren't in the audience. I'm surprised they didn't show up to interfere. I'm surprised the two of them just weren't there, because, the Undisputed Era was one of the best factions, in NXT history, and to just have the whole thing end without, the whole group present, because the Undisputed Era is over now, but to not have the whole group present, I thought, I don't know what's going on with Bobby Fish. Like, he ain't been around since War Games, when he broke his arm or something like that, but I don't know. Like I said, but it didn't take away from the match, but it would have been cool to see the two of them out there. So yeah, so that was it. Kudos to Kyle O'Reilly. Like I said, you, my friend, are a star now, and to be honest, I wouldn't mind seeing a Kyle O'Reilly versus Karrion Kross match for the NXT Heavyweight Championship. But we'll see what happens as time progresses. And now that NXT is moving to Tuesdays, which is my Flash, which is during my Flash, Supergirl, and Superman and Lois time. But we'll try to work something out here. But like I said, definitely looking forward to it. Looking forward to see what Kyle O'Reilly does next, because, like I said, Adam Cole's done now, and hopefully it'll be Karrion Kross versus Kyle O'Reilly at the next Takeover. So that was it. That was my review for NXT Takeover Stand and Deliver Part 2. Definitely a good show. It was a takeover. It definitely felt like a takeover, despite the fact that today's a Thursday. Hopefully, now that the show is moving to Tuesdays, we can get back to just normalcy and a normal schedule with normal takeovers and normal feuds. But that's it. But overall, it was good. There was nothing really about this particular show. I mean, the matches were good, but takeover matches are usually always good. There was no shock value. There was nothing about the show that kind of made me jump out of my seat, but it was still solid wrestling. If I had to choose between the two, I would probably say maybe night one was a little bit better. Night one was more impactful, but like I said, regardless of the fact, I can't complain. So that was it. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought about NXT Takeover, Stand and Deliver. Are you excited for WrestleMania? WrestleMania is coming up this weekend. Are you excited for that? I'll definitely do reviews for that. One of them I might do live, via friend location. I might not. Let me know what you thought about the matches for this Takeover and where you think feuds will go in the future. Check me out on social media. Leave a comment as always down below. Like and or subscribe. Until next time, for NXT, for more wrestling, until WrestleMania, I'm out this bitch!